Toast Nova. Don't miss out our thick challah French toast. For lunch, grab a booth and enjoy one of our oversized salads or our freshly cut hot deli sandwiches. We're open 7 days a week, where the coffee is always hot and freshly brewed.
Fresh brewed coffee.
Jesus.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Good Time Greg. Who are you?
I'm
Over there.
Chelsea Taylor Harris over here.
That's your full name?
Yes, Chelsea Taylor Nicolette, actually. Thank you.
You ever just call yourself Chelsea?
Debatable.
All right, so check it out, yo. In life, you put on the television, right?
Yep.
You go up, you're bored. You're like probably tired after work most of the time, school.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to watch TV. And a lot of those television shows involve like professional musicians, actors, politicians. People who you don't really know, but for some reason it's so interesting listening to what they have to say. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like we go, Oprah, for example. She interviewed Tom Cruise, and that was like a big deal one day.
Oh my God, I remember
Millions of
that.
people. Remember that, right? He went crazy on the stage. But why is it so damn interesting to listen to Tom Cruise?
Who knows?
You don't know, right?
No, because actually I do know, because he was so enthusiastic that day. He was jumping on a couch saying, "I love Katie Holmes," but now they're divorced. So.
But is he really that interesting? I mean,
No.
what makes it so juicy? That's the question.
Because at the time he was one of the most known well-known actors, actually. Excuse my French. My coffee has yet to kick in yet. He was just so interested. He was so excited. It kind of made me excited. Like, I want to know more. His excitement got me like, yay! I want to know about your love. I love love, so why not love even more?
All right. Well, what about the not famous people?
I love love, so no matter what.
The
Famous,
normal people.
non-famous.
The
Love
normal
is love, and I want to fall in love too one day, so that's why I want to know about people's love. I'm
Well-
a romantic, Good Time Greg. You should know this.
Lucky for you, you get to be Tom Cruise today.
Yes, but I don't love anyone.
You are Tom Cruise. You know what? You might not have love, but you've got a lot of other things going on,
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
right?
Yep.
So let's crack the egg open right now. All right?
Okay.
It's 11:08. We got a short amount of time to really get down and dirty here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be juicy. All right. So
Oh, God.
I guess what I really want to know, and what people who want to get to know you want to know,
Yes.
is what are you doing? Like what are you? What is your direction right now?
My direction right now is, as Jersey Joe would say, I'm a hustler, so I like to hustle my way through life. I'm doing work over here at WICR as Veep, Vice Pres. That's my new title now, Veep. And I work at a bar in Manhattan with former Veep Spring Gonzalez. So I'm just hustling it out and trying to survive. What about you, Good Time Greg?
So you're going to school full time, and eventually you're going to graduate, right?
This year, 2016.
This
Whoop,
year.
whoop.
Wait, so like at the end of this semester?
At the end of next semester, spring 2016,
Right,
I'll be
16,
walking that
it's 15.
stage.
Gotcha. All right. And what are your major concerns?
That I'm not going to find a job because life happens and I really haven't dove into the mass comm world yet. And that genuinely does concern me because I feel like I'm ready, but I'm not over prepared. So I'm just scared. I'm genuinely just scared of getting into the mass comm world and failing.
So you want to get a job in mass comm?
I do. I
That's
want to
why
be on
you
the
go to
radio.
college, to learn a trade, more or less.
Yes, I do.
I see. That's a general consensus with students going
Yeah.
to college, right?
Yeah, because like people go into school not knowing what they're doing, and I found out what I love to do later on in my
Right.
college years, and because I switched so much, I was a flip flop technically. I'm scared that I'm not ready.
Well, what happens? You cut the cord. You're like you're no more classes, no more petting the white rabbit over here at school.
Petting the white
And then
rabbit,
It's like
jeez.
it's like real life. It's like time to hit the fan or whatever, hit the ground running. And you try and you try and you try. What happens if things don't go the way you want them to go?
I'm gonna figure it out because I'm a hustler. Like I said before, I'm a hustler, and I always find a solution to most problems. So
Right.
bring it. I'll find a way to make it work. I always do.
You always do. Now, Do you think that's a general problem in today's world that people, they get out of college, they're all fired up, and then all of a sudden they kind of look around, they're like, oh crap, what do I do? Or is it more like, it's not that serious? What are you thinking?
I think after college, like especially from what I can see, they're usually eager to go into the world and just put their resumes out there. So they're just worrying about getting the job, but not worrying about it getting anything else, because college is over. The real life happens. Like, let's look at like some of our alumni, Spring and Kenny. They're constantly putting their resumes out there. I'm pretty sure, I don't know about Kenny. I haven't spoken to him in like a week, but I know Spring got a hosting job. So kudos to her. So she was ready, and like even though she's a little bit younger than me, I look up to her in a sense, because she's doing what I want to do, and she worked her little tushy off. So bring it, So I think more people are like Kenny and Spring and Pete, constantly, our alumni Pete Contadori, just trying to get jobs instead of slacking in a sense,
All right, so back to Chelsea Taylor Harris McGee. You got a lot of stressors going on. You stress. It's good stress. It's not bad stress, right? It's all positive things coming out of this. So, what do you do to kind of take your mind off things to, really zone out for a little while?
I sleep.
You sleep a lot?
If I don't take a nap, and if I don't take one nap a day, I don't feel right at all, because it's my hour just to relax. I wake up so early, and I'm usually out of my apartment at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I don't come home till about 4, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So 5 to 6 o'clock. So this morning I was up and at it at 7:30, came straight here. So I just even if it's just a half hour, 15, 20 minutes to myself and get my thoughts together, I just want to relax and sleep. Sometimes I'll call my mom and my family just to check in on them. That helps me to relax. And
yeah, family's a big thing, right? Big support group for you?
Oh, yeah. My mom supports me 105% in what I do, and she stresses me out a lot of the time, because she's like, you don't have an internship yet, blah, blah, blah. But she knows in her heart that she trusts what I do, so thanks, Mom.
So she's more, it's like she's putting the pressure on, but it's only because she loves you, right? Or
yeah.
Wants to see best for you type of thing, right?
Yeah, Mom. She puts
What's
some
she
good
doing right
stress
now?
in.
What's your mom doing
She's
right now?
working right now, so she doesn't
Down
watch
in
my shows
Queens,
until
right?
later on in the day when they're put up on YouTube. So, Mom.
She's in Queens right now?
She is in Long Island City in Queens right now. Yep,
And that's where you're from?
I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. Then I moved to Rockaway Park 3 years ago already. So
Where's that?
That's in southern Queens, where Sandy hit, where the fires were from Sandy.
Oh.
So my house wasn't. I was living in Brooklyn at the time, so it didn't affect me. But we moved there that year after Sandy.
Okay. Well, you got out alive. That's good.
I know, thank God. Like, my whole family came to my house in Brooklyn. Thank God we were living in Brooklyn at the time, because we had all of our family was affected. So they came straight to us. So there's like 20 people living in a little Brooklyn house. It was fun.
Okay. Gotcha. Very good.
Good time, Greg. Just getting it all out of me today.
Yeah, well, that's what we do here. You know what? That's where the juice comes from. That's where the good content is. People, they want to hear fluff. They want to hear like the real deal.
True.
So continuing on with this trend we're setting right now here at Iona College. I think that you're lucky you have a good support system, right? You can go home on the weekends. That's nice.
I haven't been home though since my job.
You can get hugs. Are you a commuter student?
I live on campus, so I haven't been home since Labor Day weekend. I plan on going home within the next week or two, because I need to get my passport.
You live on campus. Pros and cons. Ready to go.
Pros. I don't have to pay rent. I live in the Eastchester Apartments here at Iona College. It's kind of like 2 blocks away from campus. So, and all my roommates and I we're all 21. So we basically live on campus for quote unquote free.
Sure.
So that's awesome. We have a great RA, Steve Pierce. Shout out. Definitely the pros. Cons. The kids from New Rochelle High School are always on my porch. Not my porch, but like the stairway.
Yeah.
And like it's hard for me to get into my apartment.
Right.
And they're annoying. And I know I'm not talking crap about the high school itself. It has a really good football program and a really good cheerleading program, but I don't like when they're on my stairs as I'm trying to get into my apartment, I wish there was a security system at the school telling them, just steering them away from my apartment, because sometimes those kids are intimidating. Even though they're young, they're intimidating, so little white girl scared.
So it bothers you?
Oh, yeah, it bothers me, my roommates, and most of the people in the apartments because they're always in the way. Always.
Okay. All right. So, what I really want to know now that I'm sitting here and my wheels are finally turning at 11:20. What if you could do anything? It doesn't have to be a job where you get paid, but if you could just do anything to impact the entire world, how would you do it? How do you make the world a better place every day?
Good time. Glad you got me there. But growing up, I was always like a teacher. I was a dance teacher for years, and I felt like I was constantly good at teaching. So like I want to teach people what I know, and I get a really good thrill out of helping people out. So like helping people how to dance, helping people do a cartwheel, especially with now that we're training the kids for our club. We have like about 30 new members, I want to say, and I love when they come on our shows and stuff and learn what we teach them, what we know. So I would just like to teach everyone, sharing what I've learned in life with other people, just to give back.
So you like to teach?
I do, but I don't love teaching. I like teaching, and I'm kind of good at it, but it just makes me happy when other people are happy.
So what do you love to do?
I love to be on the radio. Genuinely, I love to be on the radio. I love to blog and stuff. Like, I love mass comm, and that's like, people always told me, you should be a teacher. You're always good at it. You're so good with kids.
You like to inform people?
I do like to inform people, but I just love talking, clearly, because everyone at WICR gets my mouth, an earful of my mouth per day, multiple times per day, so I just like...
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I've heard this before. I've even said it before. So in the most simplest form, somebody asks you what you want to do, to narrow it down to its most prehistoric terms, you could say, I want to talk to people. Yeah. I like that.
I like to talk. Clearly, you get an earful of me a day.
Do I?
Too. Yes, you do. I annoy everyone with my talking, but I think it's kind of fun. So.
No, it is fun.
Thanks. Good time, Greg. First compliment of the week. Yes.
You got it. Yeah, you like compliments too, right?
I love attention. Who doesn't love attention? Ask any girl. What girl doesn't love attention?
All right, so we need to know fears now. We need to know what's getting in your way.
Failure. I don't want to fail. I never like failing. I don't like failing tests. I don't like failing at anything. So I just want to be over prepared for life instead of trying to fail, because I don't want to fail anyone. You know?
So your biggest fear is failure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Even more so than little cockroaches and jumping off a cliff. Yeah.
Right. You know, this is the second time I asked somebody that question this month, and that was the same answer I've gotten.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's failure. I don't know what everybody's big deal with failure is. You know, it's like it's like if you fail, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to try again, and you're probably going to get it the next time, right?
Failure helps to success, but I don't want to fail enough to disappoint the people who love me.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty decent.
I was reading the other day. It said to when you're trying anything, to fail first and fail fast.
Fail fast.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good quote that you found.
To learn as much as you possibly can. Right?
You learn from your mistakes. I always believe that. Don't you agree with that one, Good Time?
Well, with every disappointment lies a gem of wisdom.
Oh,
you like
Aristotle
that?
Over here,
So
philosopher of the year.
In that case, the people that fail the most are the most rich. As far as knowledge goes. But then again, there's always room for messing that up too if you don't learn from your mistakes, if you're like, ignorant.
True.
So with every fray there is a fro.
With a fray there's a fro. I love that.
You like with every stop there is a go. That's what makes the world go round.
You're a poet and you didn't even know it. Good
Didn't
time,
know it.
Greg.
All right, so lots of kids are coming into MassComm,
Yay.
and they need advice from you, right?
A lot of our new members turn to me for advice for MassComm.
What do you tell them?
I'm not trying to sound like a kiss butt, but the biggest regret I made was first of all flip-flopping between 3 majors in concentrations. I flipped between PR, broadcasting, and now I'm in journalism. If I would have taken one of the Merges class, honestly, I don't think I would have been journalism. I would have been TV and production, honestly. When I first met him last year, I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I strongly suggest any kid in MassComm take one of his classes, because you'll know what you're doing. Because look at Look at Pete. Look at Spring. Look at even Jersey Joe and Ian. They took a class with him, and they're genius, and they're great at what they do. You know, I wish I would have taken a class with Demergis, genuinely. And you've taken one too, and you're pretty darn good. Good time, Greg.
Well, it's great because I don't even try.
Oh,
Oh, psych.
psych.
Just kidding. Okay. All right. Let's
But isn't
read
that good
this.
advice, though?
No, it really is. But that's what you do. Remember? Mm-hmm. We're reflecting back upon 5 minutes ago when we've established this is what you're good at and like to do.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Informing people and advising people.
Yep.
So that's like a good trait you have.
Thanks. Good time, Greg. You are not a grumpy Greg today.
Don't thank me. Thank yourself because you try, and that's what you get out of it.
Aw, you're nice today.
What? No. Easy now. Don't get excited, all right?
Love you.
We got to be focused and professional here. All right. No emotions. I'm just trying to talk. Oh, my God. I'm getting all weirded out. All right.
Sick.
All right. So, flipping it back again. Chelsea Taylor Harris.
Good time, Gregory,
How
over
old
here.
are you?
I'm 21, soon to be 22.
When's your birthday?
January 17th.
January 17th.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that?
No one cares if, like, the big birthdays are over. The 18th birthday, the Sweet 16. Like, do I have to look forward to my quarter life crisis at 25?
Yeah, 25 you feel good, but after that, you're kind of like question marks. That's when
Exactly.
you really got to, put your money where your mouth is.
Absolutely. So, like,
26, and that's like, now it's like, all right, time to really start moving.
exactly. And, like, I'm scared about growing up. So, like, I liked being 21. It was fun. I did Jersey. I did the bars in Manhattan. Like, now it's like you're 21. You can legally drink now. Big whoop. Next. You have to pay taxes next. That's not fun.
No, well, I mean, you always have to pay taxes.
You always have to
get a
pay
paycheck,
taxes. We have to adult now more.
but Adult.
I don't want to adult. What about you, Greg? Do you want to adult?
I actually like the independence aspect.
Yeah.
It's either gonna make or break you. Some people they don't take on the challenge. I personally really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. That's just me though.
Yeah, I like independence, but I don't like paying bills. I
Now,
don't like working 9 to 5s. Like, that's not fun to me
if you
unless
had a
you're
lot of
doing what
money,
you love.
wouldn't mind it, right?
Yeah,
You wouldn't care.
exactly. I'm not greedy, but I like spoiling myself in a sense. So that's why I
Sure.
do want to adult, and I like being dependent. I like being independent from my mom and my family from finances and stuff. But
Yeah.
everything else,
That's it. So all right, America, right?
America.
Let's break it down. You go to school your whole life. You take tests.
Mm-hmm.
You get taught that failure is a bad thing. Like, oh, you need to study more because you failed this test. All this education, academic jargon, whatever.
Yeah.
Go to college. You get a little bit more refined.
Mm-hmm.
What job do you want to do? Let's prepare you for that job with content. Let's fill your brain up with like anything and everything we can possibly think of to create a curriculum. Let's stuff you full of quote unquote knowledge, and then all right, goodbye. See you later.
Unless
Go
you-
find a job. Sometimes if you're lucky, you get a really good job. Sometimes you start at the bottom. Whatever.
Started from the bottom and now we're here.
Okay. And then you get to that job, right? And then what happens?
You gotta make the best with what you have and try to kill it at your job.
You got to kill it at your job.
Yep. Straight up kill it. Because or else, if you show no motivation in your job and you don't try to outdo yourself and be better than the person that you were before, what's the point?
So let me ask you this.
Let me answer this.
It's a personal question
Oh, God.
because that's what we're doing here. We're getting deep. What, in your opinion, is the most important part of life?
Love, because if you love what you do, you love your future spouse, you love your family, you'll be great at anything. So, love.
You said great at what you do.
Because I'll never forget this. The head of the department, Dr. Petrarch, said, just as I was declaring my PR major freshman and sophomore year, he told me, I was like, I like talking, I like radio and stuff, but I'm good at PR. I'll never forget this. I have the outfit. If I remember an outfit, you know it's real. So he told me, he's like, Chelsea, you can be good at something, but if you love what you do, you're bound to be great at it. And that just stuck with me from all 4 years here at Iona College. So love is the most important thing, honestly, in my opinion.
All right, so I've got a very good context broadening reply for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you say if you love what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's give an example. If you're a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
sure you love being a doctor. You know, you went to school for that. You always wanted to be one since you were a kid, whatever. You get there, and all of a sudden you're the best doctor. You are the only doctor for a certain type of thing that people just want you. Now, what does that mean in turn? Tell me, can you think of one negative thing of being the best at what you do?
There's no room to improve. If you're the best at everything, there's no room to improve.
How about this?
Mm-hmm.
The more you do it, I mean, the better you are at it, the more in demand you are. And then the less time you have outside of the office because you're at request from people 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. You get so good, you spend your whole life getting somewhere, and all of a sudden, once you're there, then you don't have any time for anything.
Then you gotta make time.
How do
Yeah,
you
you're
feel
the
about that?
best. You get paid to be the best. You can take a day off for yourself. You can take it. It depends on the circumstances, honestly. So I don't know. You just
would
put
hope.
that into perspective. But if you're such a good doctor and you're the best at what you do, you can take an hour to yourself and make room for family. Like I was watching Housewives of OC, and one of the wife's husband is one of the doctors on that show Botched, and like sometimes she'll come to the doctor's office and like bring him lunch. Pretty sure her name is Heather. Don't quote me on that one.
Okay.
But like she'll come visit him out for lunch and bring him lunch, and then he'll go out with her at the night. You know, because he does technically work a 9 to 5 job. So and he's one of the best plastic surgeons out there. So he makes time. If one of the best plastic surgeons can make time, you can find a little bit of time. It doesn't have to be a week off, but a little bit of time. So.
Well, I think there's still an issue here. And that's letting a job define you as a person. What do you say when you meet somebody that you don't know? Oh, what do you do? And then you try to paint a picture of that person. But really, you always fall flat on your face, like because you really don't know somebody by their job. But for some reason, that's how we like to classify people. Like, oh, he's a surgeon, he's smart. But that might not necessarily be the case. Or, you know.
Like with me too.
The
People
list
like
goes on. I don't know. Like,
people are like, "Oh, you're a bartender." Like, and I'm a full-time student at school. I have a 3.7 GPA. What about you? You know, people are so judgmental. You have to, even if you're the best doctor or a bartender like me,
right?
You know, you have to investigate more before jumping to a conclusion, because I think that is BS.
So let's take jobs out of the equation then. Okay. No, say money is not an issue. It's not even in existence. We don't know what money is. There is none.
It's not about
There's
the money.
no currency. Okay. You know, people wrap their lives around that. That is their purpose. Because well, in America, that's like what sometimes we have to do, or we're told that's what we have to do. But
told.
Say we slip that out from underneath us. What do we stand on now, if it's not money?
Emotions. Just basically like emotion. In my opinion, like emotions, like motivation, determination. Like I said before, I'm such a hopeless romantic. Love, happiness. We stand on what makes us happy instead of how money defines us.
So what do you do with those emotions then? You have them.
If you have them, put them into actions. Like if you
no distractions, no money, no stress about I have to work really hard. I have to go to work every day. Blah blah blah. You know the whole thing. So, what do you do with all those emotions now that you have them?
Put them into action and do what you really love. Like what if take for instance someone who sits at a 9 to 5 job who does computer science. Unless they love it, you do you, boo. But what if you're just doing that for the money? You can do what you love. Hi, Angel Pierre over there. You can just do what you want to do with your life instead of just having to do something that pays the bills every night, you know? I don't know.
I
don't know if I'm making sense, but
okay.
I'm trying to.
So we took money out of the equation. That was pretty easy. Let's take jobs out of the equation also. There's no such thing as money, and there's no such thing as jobs.
Good time, Greg. You're making me a fool right now.
How do you... No. This is good. This is good discussion. How do you find purpose now? Now that we've taken away jobs and taken away money, now what do you do with all of your, you know, your your spirit and the energy that you have every day. What do you do with that now?
Do something that you do in your spare time. Like, I don't know if it's a good answer or not.
How do you exist?
By occupying your time with something you enjoy doing, not for money, not for a job or anything like that. Like, for instance, some people like to crochet. Is that a job? No. So people like doing that. So
now, why?
Because crocheting, I guess, is fun. I don't crochet.
And fun does what?
What?
What does fun do for somebody?
Makes them happy? You're putting me on the spot here right now, good time, Greg. I'm turning the color of my shirt.
It's all, it's all open. You just say whatever.
What do you think?
To mind. Yeah, no, fun definitely. Fun. All right, depression. Most people think that it comes from sadness, but
no,
I disagree.
I disagree too.
It comes from boredom. When you're bored, so what if you're bored with your job and you got to do that job 8 hours?
Sucks to suck. Quit your job.
It's awful, right? But a lot of us are stuck thinking that way, which is kind of unfortunate because that doesn't have to be the case.
But sometimes depression can come from now we're getting kind of into deep. Like sometimes I get depressed because I'm overwhelmed with the amount of work I have. Sometimes I will take a personal day off just to get my head intact because you see me around. I'm out of the house from early in the morning to late at night. I'm like a headless chicken, I'm just running around,
So let's do
Sometimes
this.
that makes me depressed.
I've got a
real
beautiful
talk.
exercise for you and I.
Talk to me.
We're going to do that right now.
Bring it.
Okay. You wake up, right? I want you to picture this as I'm talking. You wake up and now ask yourself where you are on this day is your ideal day. Like your highest way of thinking, your end all, like this is where you want to be in life. You wake up. Now, ask yourself where. You don't need to answer this now. Where are you? You get up that morning. What do you do right when you get up? Now, this is when you're completely free. You can do whatever you want. Anything is on the table. Like, if you want to go to work, you can go to work. If you want to travel somewhere, you can travel. If you want to do nothing, you can do nothing.
I know exactly. I don't know about you, but I know exactly where I'd be. I would be on a beach tanning.
Right.
I am at 21, so a pina colada or a Miami Vice in my hand.
Right.
Just tanning, enjoying the beach, going in the ocean, taking a swim.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay, that's beautiful. For me, I would be in the woods, like hiking and traveling as far as I possibly can, and
With your
seeing
bike?
new things.
With your little bike.
My bike, my hiking boots, you name it. Just going and seeing new things. So it seems like you and I have a pretty strong picture of
Yep.
what we really like to do.
Yeah, we do.
Now, what's going to bring us closer to getting more of that? Because I feel like in life, right, the ratio just is not there as far as work and we'll call it happiness. Because that's you at your most, ideal setting.
Yep.
And idealist views are
paradise.
happy views.
Yeah,
How are we going to get more of that? What are we going to do?
I have a solution to mine. Because even though I work so much, sometimes I'll go home. That's a mini vacation to me. But I'm going to Cancun for spring break, so I'll be with my Miami Vice
You are.
in spring. I'm going March. Middle of March, I'm going to Cancun. It's the first time I'm out of the country, so that's to be my paradise. I don't have to think about work. I have to think about family. I'm just going to be having fun with my friends with pina coladas. and maybe tan. I'm going to be at a pool. It's a really nice hotel, too. I'm staying at the Grand Oasis, or just the Oasis through Sin City. I'm going to be relaxing, having fun.
So does the idea that... So you made the plan.
A lot of money.
You know when it's going to happen.
Damn right.
Does that keep you going?
Yep.
Or does just you said yes.
It does keep me going because I want to work harder so I can be over-prepared financially to pay my trip. That's number one.
But when you get there?
It's expansive. I have to pay that trip by December.
Right.
It motivates me to work harder so I can make more money and pay it off quicker.
Okay.
It gives me motivation because I have to go. Good time, Greg. You're going to be my personal trainer. I need to go to the gym. It's going to motivate me to eat healthier and be happier.
Right.
And it's motivating me to think in, let's say, 5 months. I'm bad at math, so don't count me for this one. 5 months,
okay.
I'm going to be in a different country, sipping on a pina colada, being just free.
Free.
A free little bird.
So all right. Bringing it back to prehistoric times again. it seems like the overall goal here, or the idea behind your trip, is freedom. Is that?
Yeah, because I've been on trips before, but they're mostly for when I was little, when I was dancing all the time. So I danced in Disney World, big whoop-de-doo.
Right.
And, like, I would go to Atlantic City for trips. And, like, a few weeks... Actually, I lied. A few weeks ago, I went on vacation. I went to New Jersey. Good time, Greg asked me about this one. I went to Belmar in New Jersey. It was just a perfect little beach town. I wasn't worrying about anything. I was just having fun with my girlfriends, you know?
Yeah.
Just having so much fun, dancing, screaming, singing, just being fun. And actually, my girlfriends are coming up today, and my roommate was with me too. When we went to Jersey, it was two of my best friends from home and one of my roommates. So we're all going out together for like a little reunion. So yeah, it's not a vacation because we're here, but I know I'm in good spirits today because I know my best friends are coming up. So that's like a mini vacation too, because I don't have to worry about anything. I'll be with my best friends, happy and filled with pina coladas. Yeah.
So, all right, we're
I got off track. Sorry.
No, it's good. We're gonna do some math now. And ratios and such.
Calculator out.
To try to not real math. No, not actual math. You funny person.
You funny person. Good time.
So, what we want to do is kind of break down where the median is here, because we all heard growing up, too much of a good thing is never a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the beach with all your friends. You're having a good time. You can't do that. You can't do that all the time.
No, you have to indulge every once in a while, not every day, every weekend. I'm saying go to DJ's in Belmar and use all your free drink tickets, but like once a month, like once every 2 months, because if you overindulge yourself, you'll be upset because you're out of money.
Well, why does indulgence have to do with money?
Because if you overindulge yourself, because indulging yourself in a sense costs money.
That's not true. Disagree.
Talk to me. Give me an argument after you unlock the computer now that you've successfully done it. Yay. Control it, delete it first. Oh, good time, Greg. Never a dull moment with good time, Greg, right?
All right. Money, indulgence. Disagree. Okay? So, you're a kid. You're 8 years old. You just got out of class on a Friday.
Class on a Friday.
School on a Friday, whatever you call it.
Who has classes on Fridays anymore? Because I haven't had one since freshman year. What about you?
Anyways.
Would you have you ever had class on Friday?
No, because I make my schedule so I don't.
Good stuff. Good time, Greg. But anyway, keep going. Sorry for interrupting.
Right. We're trying to help people here. You're a kid. You don't have money. But what do how do you indulge?
You play tag. You play tag with your friends. You play Chinese jump rope. Like I used to do that, and I used to have a blast.
Now, what's the factor there? It's time.
It's time and activity, physical activity.
And who are you with? You're not by yourself.
I was like, especially because growing up, I was dancing, so that was I wouldn't have to work. I worked harder to become better at what I wanted to do, like dancing. And I wanted to be better at Chinese staircase. I wanted to be good at playing tag and hiding.
No, you didn't get paid for those things.
No, I just had fun.
You didn't even have the idea of getting paid for those things. You just did it because you wanted to.
Yeah,
and it was awesome.
What about you? What do you do?
So we're getting here. We're developing something.
We're onto something here.
Up, okay.
Math.
The variable there is time. A lot of people think wealth is measured in money. That's incorrect also.
I agree.
Wealth is measured in time. Let me elaborate. The more time you don't have to work, right? The more time, or the wealthier you are. Because you can do what you want to do. Because you want to do it, not because you have to.
Yes.
So,
good time.
Okay, here's my big question. Do you feel like we need to have that certain restriction in order to enjoy the other things? Do you feel like we need to have that part of like, oh crap, I have to go to work, whatever, but then when I'm free I can really enjoy it? Or is there a way to, so we didn't have to work, find ways to enjoy that all the time without the pressure, without having to have the other end of things? This is my major question here that I'm trying to get down to business with.
Taking care of business.
And I need your input because you know. So talk to me. Tell me what you think. Do you feel like we need to have that certain You know what I'm saying? The discipline part.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're undisciplined in a sense, you're crazy wild and you're gonna end up in jail. You need a pinch. Like, I'm not saying like 1,005% discipline. You need like 5% discipline to just keep yourself in check and prevent yourself from being arrested, being a felon, having a misdemeanor on your thing.
I feel like we're all tricked.
Why are we all tricked? Talk to me.
We're taught from growing, being a little kid, that we need to do certain things. But soup to nuts, when you get down to
Soup to nuts. I like
the
that.
animal factor, you know, because we are part animal.
Getting creative here. Good time, Greg.
We're not meant to be like stuck
No.
or to be confined or do something because somebody else says we have to do it. That's not really natural. Yet we feel like we're obligated to do that.
Yeah.
So when you say, "Oh, what do I want to do today? I want to be at the beach sipping on pina coladas because I'm 21," and I say I want to be walking through the woods, in the back of our heads, for some reason, we feel like we can't do that.
Because we pay $2,000 per class here at Iona College, and we have to go to class.
And now what? You said have to. Tell me why we have to.
Because I want to learn. I want to be better at my craft. I want to be knowledge. I choose to go to a 40,000. Well, now how high is the tuition? I choose to come to the school, and I choose to go to class. You can choose to go to the woods, and I can choose to go to the beach.
Now, why do you choose that?
I choose going to school because I want to make myself better. I want to learn. And I have assignment in life. There's deadlines. I have deadlines today too.
Are you learning?
I am learning, especially today. I have one of my classes. I have two classes today. I have Italian and reporting for Multiplat.
Right.
And I love, as much as it's a lot of work, I love learning Italian. I love learning about my culture. My mom's half Italian. Well, I'm half Italian. My mom's full-blooded Sicilian. I want to learn more about my mom's culture. And then in my reporting for multi-platform with Professor Bard, strongly suggest taking this class. I want to learn how to be a better reporter. I want to learn how to be a better news feature writer. You know, I want to be a better feature writer. I want to interview people. I want to perfect my craft. Because if you get anything out of this, I am a perfectionist. I don't want to fail. I want to be perfect. As much as it's impossible in my eyes to be perfect, like I want to try to get there. I want to perfect my craft and be good and be prepared, so I'm not failing in the real world.
You know,
so I choose that.
Myself, including millions of other people, would consider you lucky. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you have direction and purpose.
Thanks.
Well, don't thank me. Thank yourself again.
Good time.
It's true. I'm not giving you a compliment. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're just saying the same fact.
A lot of people go through their entire life without direction or purpose, and that to do that is a life unexamined, and that's quite saddening in my opinion. But you've already got a sense of what you really like, what you have passion about, so on and so forth. And it shows, because you like you said, you just listed a million things, why you're here, what you're doing here, stuff like that. Most of your time goes to, which is very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the facts, my friend.
That's pretty good. So you wake up in the morning. Here we are back in the
putting my makeup on.
Yeah.
Putting my investment on my face.
What do you think about? What's the number one thought that spins around in your head that makes you get up and fired up for the day?
I don't want to ever I hate being late, so I wake up early so I'm never late. And I know it takes me forever and a day to get ready. I did not wake up like this, so I have to get ready on time and make sure I'm not late for anything. Because I hate lateness.
That's not where I'm going with. And what I'm saying is, what's the feelings you get that make you
wake up,
amp for the day? Like for me, it's educating myself.
That's true. Yeah.
What I like. That's what gets me excited to start up my day.
I'm excited to talk to people because I want to learn more about people. As much as I don't seem like a good listener, I like listening to people. I like talking to people. I like getting to know people. Connecting, yes. And I think that's why I'm a
being connected.
Exactly. I like being connected to my social media. I like being connected to my friends with texting. I like being connected to people here at WICR. I like being connected to my classmates and my roommates,
So that's what gets... So it's not... It's not about the money. It's not about the future job. It's not about college.
PJ Contadori is coming in here, just FYI.
It's
Sorry,
not about
off
any of
topic.
that. It's about the people.
It is about the people
For
and
you.
connecting.
For you.
Oh my God, PJ Contadori is outside. Just shout out right now. I'm just so happy right now. Hello, PJ Contadori. Sorry, good time, Greg. Keep going.
You okay?
Yes, I haven't seen PJ
You're okay,
Contadori
right?
all semester. I haven't seen him since last semester. Hi.
Well, we only got a few minutes left, so when we're done, you can give him a nice hug.
I will, because I miss him.
Well, listen, a lot of people, tell us about Pete J. Contadori and your relationship with him.
I look up to him. He's a mentor. He is the mentor for WICR, and he's shedding a tear right now. I look up to him because he's such a great production person.
Right.
And he has helped me out in many ways. He's teaching me how to use Final Cut Pro, and he is totally gloating right now because you're full of lies. He inspires me because I do want to be like him. He's such a good radio host. Oh my God, aw.
That's
This is
great.
such a loving moment. And
That's why we're here.
that's why we're here, to connect. So, PJ Contadori,
I'm glad I
Illy,
asked this question. This is great. And
Illy.
he gets to hear you right now.
he's gloating.
This is beautiful.
And him and Nick Grasso, too. Best people. Nick Grippo!
Nick Grasso.
I know Nicky Grasso from Brooklyn. Sorry, you just got confused with Nick Grippo. Nick Grippo's bomb, too. And we were just talking about you earlier in the show today, too. Nick, Spring, and how Spring got the new promotion, so. Yeah, I look up to you guys. Oh, I love our WICR
So
alumni.
Pete, pretty much set a good example for you.
He's definitely going on the air right now.
Now, so what do you want to do? Are you gonna kind of follow in his footsteps and like pass the baton to the younger students? It seems like you're doing that already.
Pete has taught me a lot, so trainees who are coming on today, bring it. I'm going to teach you everything I know. Try to be better.
That's great.
And helping them is bettering myself,
Is there any
too.
way Pete can tune in, check in with us
He
right now?
think he's
and
doing that
talk?
right now.
He can get on the mic.
Un momento, por favor.
All right, we're waiting for Pete because I feel like we got 10 minutes left.
And then I have to interview someone in 15 minutes. Oh, Miguel Agnello, the Venezuelan musician, is coming on in a half
working.
hour
I
or
got a
so.
few- I got a few
So
questions for
bring
Pete.
it.
I got a few good questions.
Uh-oh. PJ Contadori, are you live?
No, he's
Negative.
Might be booting up. We're not sure, but we gotta fill in the time here.
But
So
you know
let's-
what? I'm having a call in today.
You are.
Yep, from a Venezuelan musician, Miguel Agnello. I'm super excited about that for
Why?
my TBT show. It's my first interview of the semester here on TBT and
What are you gonna talk
WSCR.
about?
We're going to talk about his show that's happening and at Joe's Pubs next week, and he had 6 shows at the venue already, so we want to talk about it today. Why not talk about it today? And it's Hispanic Heritage Month here at Iona, so what a better way to kick it off. You know? And he has some really catchy music, like that song Toto. Oh my God, I was
No
listening
better
to that.
way to kick off a Spanish Heritage Month than with a Spanish person.
Yes. Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hispanic.
So bring it. I'm so excited about that. I've been posting it on all my social media. Bring it. I'm so excited. And it's Throwback Thursdays too, which is my favorite day of the week. You know that.
It is. That's the name of your show.
TBT with just a D. What a ring.
All right, so we got to get back on track here. Stay focused. All right?
Hopefully.
We got just a short amount of time left. Let's make it count.
Let's make it happen.
All right. If you had a position of power, right?
Ooh.
A position of leadership, what would you want to instill upon your subordinates?
Motivation. I want to motivate them to make themselves better. So the first thing I would instill is motivation. That's not even a question. What about you, good time, Greg? What would you instill upon
It's not about me. It's about you.
I'm asking you.
I'm not getting interviewed here.
Oh
I'm
God.
the interviewer.
It's just
Wait, Pete's saying something.
I'm press. Is that PJ Contadori?
Pete? Can't hear you, Pete.
Can't hear you.
Let me try this one. Pete?
PJ Contadori?
Nothing.
Just come in the studio.
Yeah, you can come in.
Just come in.
Just come in. We'll work it out.
We always do work it out. Just put guest 3 on then.
Guess 3.
PJ Contadori.
Welcome, Pete J. Contadori.
All right, so we got to fix the production booth.
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
That was supposed to work, but I guess it didn't today. What's going on, guys? Had to come onto main campus for an event for speech.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and say hi.
Oh,
Thank you.
So.
so excited. Speaking of speech, Story Slam's happening next month. But we'll
Oh
talk
wow.
about that.
Okay.
I think. We haven't planned it yet, so.
Oh wow.
I'm looking at you for that one.
the idea behind today's show, you know, you watch Oprah, you watch Ellen DeGeneres, and they're always interviewing famous people. Howard Stern interviewing famous people all the time. Now, what makes them so interesting? Who knows? Why do we?
The famous people or Oprah Winfrey you're talking about?
The famous people that they interview. You know, why do people find that such good content?
I guess people want to look into their lives. I mean, I guess the celebrity part of it is like, you know, no one. It's like the unknown. People don't know what a life in a celebrity is. Which honestly, it's probably like a lot like normal life, except for the interviews and the autograph signs and the photo shoots or whatever. So I think it's just it just makes for good TV or radio.
Well, everybody's got their own story, right? And I feel like
absolutely.
we can unfold that and paint a good picture, that could be good content too. So that's what we're doing right now with Chelsea.
This chair is really low. I feel so awkward. Like I feel like
Greg,
I'm really tiny.
Like you should come to our event then. You would really. I think he really would appreciate Story Slam. He would be a good
Why
speaker
not?
at Story Slam.
Why not?
I'm going to convince you to do it. We usually have Pete and I have an event on campus called Story Slam.
Just a plug?
It's just an event. We're not a club
you
yet
doing a plug?
officially.
No, plug.
No, I'll give you a plug. Follow us on Twitter at WICR1 and Instagram at WICR Iona College Radio. If you don't do it, you will not get updates from us. I'm out of here. See you later.
All right, on that note, take it home. Good time, Greg.
Thanks, Pete.
Good time, Greg.
All right.
It's been fun.
No, we're not done.
We're not done yet.
We got one more minute.
Yes.
All right.
Let's wrap this boy up.
Let's wrap this boy up. Where's Pete going?
He's being a good advisor.
All right.
Because it.
So we covered a lot of topics. We got to know you a little better, which is always fun and interesting.
I know.
I feel like we served the public in a positive way.
We
we
did.
dropped some knowledge on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we got people to think. That's a nice thing.
It is a good
People
thing.
don't like to, so if we think for them, they'll appreciate us.
They
greatly.
would. What a show.
What a show.
What a show. Good time,
I'm just
Greg.
really happy that you participated today. Thank you
Aw,
on,
thanks
on a
for-
whim's notice.
Thanks for having me. Good time, Greg. You're always welcome on my show, TBT. So bring it.
So we're gonna bring it back. What do we got for us? We have some Hollywood Nights by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
See you in 5 minutes, WICR. We out.
See you in 5 minutes.